What's good, y'all? It's the Demouchets REACT, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we're back with another American reaction. So excited about this video. If you're new to us
And we're new to you,
make sure you scroll down,
hit that subscribe button,
and turn on the post notification bell
because we're on the road to
200K. And we cannot get there without you guys, alright? Join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Let's get it.
Some of the biggest misconceptions about retirement is that retirement is not a destination. It's really a new phase of life.
Come on, man.
Going from making minimum wage and trying to save as much as you can and counting every penny to now being able to spend whatever you want. It's been a journey. I'm Jamal Robinson. I'm an American expat retiree living off of about $185,000 in Dubai.
I just love that phrase, millennial money.
New age, okay?
I actually decided to retire at 17 years old. I was working at Taco Bell. Believe it or not, at that age, I was able to look around at the job market and I didn't see a lot of people that were happy with work. I learned that it's really important to make sure that you're working and you have your own relationship with work and you're not doing something that you don't want to do. So in my mind, I always thought that it made the most sense to compress that amount of time in my life. And I set the goal to retire early at 45, which I wound up hitting 6 years earlier than expected.
17 years old, paying attention to the surroundings. No one is happy. He's learning from them what not to be.
For real.
And I think that is very important. A lot of times people can use those high keys, information. Get out and just be more.
Yeah, do something different than what you see. Oh, this recent.
Fresh start.
I went out and I explored, and so far I spent about 9 countries and 15 cities, and I've been loving it. What I love most about Dubai is it really caters to people that have been retired and are looking for a lot of services and activities. I found that most often the things that were promised to me in America actually existed here. So the levels of safety, the levels of integration of people into society where everyone's accepted. Over the weekend for fun, I find myself going out and just exploring new areas. So I may go out to the creek and just walk around and look at the boats and meet people as I walk. To people's surprise, Dubai is actually much cheaper for me than living in most of the major American cities I've been in. Dubai allows you to live the kind of lifestyle that you want to live, and it allows for a lot of different price ranges. Every month, I pay myself about $15,400 for the month. And of that $15,400, I wind up spending about $9,000. Food, I definitely don't go cheap on. I typically allocate about $2,000 per month. I go out and eat a lot of times when I have friends or people that I can entertain. And then as far as home, I also cook quite a lot.
Cooking ain't gonna fix them problems, bro. you paying pretty good penny. Yeah. The last few videos we saw, people wasn't even touching thousands.
They was most was like 2,000.
Probably for one, thing that they got going on with it for the bill. But he has like 1,000 for this, 2,000 for that, 4,000 for that.
What American city he was living in?
But check him out though, $3.5 million in investments for retirement.
That's great.
15,000, you can't go wrong paying yourself that.
Listen,
but
he got it.
Them expenses though.
He got it.
He said Dubai is cheaper.
What American city? I mean, New York.
I wish you would mention. That would be good to know. That's good information to have.
A unique one for me because I'm on a kind of expat private insurance. I have to pay about $1,600 out of pocket for some medication. My doctor's visits were anywhere from $200 to $300 a piece, so it totaled up to be a lot higher. When it comes to getting around for transit in Dubai, I'm a little bit sad about this as I don't have a car. I use a service here where I get access to a driver, and the driver drives me all around the city. So I
what you said about again?
$600 a month and use that for transportation.
That's good.
He said he don't have a car, so he's sad, but he got somebody that can drive him around and he use the train stations. Look like you don't have to worry about a car note. Car expenses, insurance, gas.
Yeah.
None of that, big dog.
I mean, you paying yourself $50,000, $9,000 a month in expenses. This is good. Now, now we have been watching a lot of these videos lately, right? And this video has the most expenses out of all of them.
It does.
But let's go back to his story. At 17, he made it up in his mind that he was going to get different. And he earned it.
Yeah.
He did. Just in a different tax bracket. Listen.
So I didn't expect.
I'm not paying $4,000 in rent, so.
I'm just saying, I just didn't expect the word sad to come out in this conversation at all. You in Dubai, got some great expenses, you living a great life, traveling a lot.
Yeah, he earned it.
Yeah.
He earned it. It's nice to see Americans out there living like that, okay?
Big facts.
The place that I'm currently living in is 2 bedrooms, and it's
That's
roughly
nice.
about
Oh, it's real
900
nice,
square feet. It's right off the beach and in a premium area for Dubai. And this place costs about $5,000 per month.
Oh, he paying for that view.
Yeah.
Definitely paying for
Where
that.
I live now is I'm actually spending a lot more than I typically would. My relationship growing up with money was definitely one of discipline. Without really consciously thinking through it, I chose to save a lot. Now, as I've been able to reflect a lot as an adult, also see where I had a scarcity mindset and maybe not a healthy relationship with money in the sense of I wanted to hoard it. Luckily, I've been able to graduate to a place where I'm much more comfortable. I've been opening up the checkbook and spending more.
Oh, we see.
Growing up, I didn't get much knowledge on money and investments and things that I'm focused on now. I think my parents, coming from lower middle and class homes, were more so focused on survival, as many people might be. My parents had worked pretty hard in their life, and I just saw the wear and tear that took on them. So I wanted to be careful to not be in a similar situation and have to work and just give all of my life source and energy to a job for the remainder of my life. And I didn't know how I was going to do it, but those factors really contributed. And then that's when I had one of my bigger jumps. And then after that, I went to north of 1 million.
That is really good.
So when I got the big jump, at most I may go out and get a meal. A lot of times I didn't even do that. I always remind people that in my head I'm still the guy that's making a minimum wage working at Taco Bell. So when people see these large salaries or ask me, hey, how did it feel to make over $1 million a year? I often tell them, I don't know, it felt like making not quite minimum wage, but also not like making $1 million a year. I would make $1 million a year and I would struggle to spend over $50 on items.
He was locked in.
Right.
There definitely was a certain amount of money that I wanted to hit when I retired. Over the years that has changed. It started off in the low 1.5 million, then it got up to 5 million, then 20 million. And at some point I realized that with what I need in life, I settled on my number, which is around 4 million.
Oh, that view is
Some of the biggest
beautiful.
misconceptions about retirement, or at the very least, things that people need to know, is that retirement is not a destination. It's really a new phase of life. I want to maximize my life experiences and not keep saving money for the future. Part of retiring was so I could explore my hobbies more. And the hobbies that I have are typically in the space of creativity. I DJ in my spare time. I've always had a love for music. So as I've gotten older and got more aware of technologies that exist, I've gotten more into producing music and just playing around with sounds. When it comes to choosing where I live, I have a matrix of about 14 things that qualify safety, the amount of singles that they have as I'm still single, the population, how diverse it is, the government, how stable it is, the currency, and a few other things. And Dubai hit pretty high on that list. What I love the most about Dubai is the cultural diversity. There's people from literally all over the world. So immediately I was able to come and feel at home. On top of that, it's very centrally located. So I can travel to the US or travel to the East and check out various like Southeast Asian countries along with Australia. And then at the same time, there's just a lot to do here. As an American expat that's also Black, I would say my experience has been very different than what I'm used to. In America, you're typically identified as a Black person first, and then after that, you're an engineer or a janitor or whatever they want to label you as. And I would say that as I've traveled around the world, as soon as I open my mouth and people hear the accent, I typically get categorized with the rest of Americans. So quite often I don't feel my Blackness. It's almost like you're celebrated and people will come up to you and they want to talk and engage with you. So I found that it's been, maybe for the first time in my life, a privilege to be a Black person, and it's been really beneficial. Overall, I find that I'm more happy and more at peace, and it's just much better here than where I was living before.
I think he gonna stay.
Rather
Yeah.
go somewhere else, huh?
Maybe, but I think he
Oh,
gonna stay in
I do
Dubai.
plan to travel in the very near future. I'm
9,000?
going back to Amsterdam. I'm also going to
Amsterdam's
Bangkok,
good.
Thailand. I was thinking about checking out South Africa.
Oh, no,
and
he likes
for
to
various
move.
reasons, I'm going to head back to the U.S. for a little
He's
while.
gonna like those.
And as far as what's actually next, I would say I try not to think in the typical term of what's next. As long as I can retain those emotional states and make sure that I'm also doing so while adding value to the world, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I could have saw that coming. Make sure you guys go check that channel out. But yeah, multi-millionaire, traveled in the world multiple times. No kids, if I'm not mistaken.
Military kid. Well, he is.
He is a military kid, but he
yeah.
look like he don't have any, kids
He
or a
mentioned
woman. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, dude, really just I don't see a single man like that settling down.
Black excellence worked his way to the top. Okay.
Killed that. Yeah.
At
100%.
17, made it up in his mind what he was gonna do. Love to see it. Love to see it. The countries that he listed, those are good countries. I see he's gonna like those countries.
No, 100%.
Absolutely love to see black excellence. Y'all know we joke a lot on this channel. I'm not paying $4,000 in rent.
Nah, his prices
Oh,
went up. Told y'all this the highest one we saw.
Yes.
The prices went up in Dubai.
Oh no, baby! Listen, I want to buy me a house in Dubai. Okay.
But at the end of the day, dude, journey is amazing. I feel like a lot of people can learn from that, especially in his early age. 17 years old, getting a job, but then realizing the atmosphere of the job and knowing that he don't want to be in that type of space.
Right, and
You know?
aggressively worked his way to the top. It
So you
is
gotta
possible.
Got to take it.
Okay, was not expecting this type of story, but love to see it. All
That was a
right.
big one.
Hope
Real.
you guys enjoyed this video with us. Be sure to subscribe. We'll see you soon.
Peace.